Hi, welcome back to Ignite Success, where we talk to some really cool people, fun people, to learn about what they're doing and how they're helping folks out there in business, all to ignite success within you. I'm Sherrie Clark and I'm your host, and today I am welcoming one of those people, Megan Bourdages,
Yes.
with AMB International. We talked a little bit about what you're doing. Super exciting. You work with people in executive sales, entrepreneurs. Being an entrepreneur, I'm like all over that. So I'm going to let you do it justice and tell us what AMB International is.
Yeah, so AMB International is a sales consultancy. So I work with small and mid-sized businesses, some startups as well, to help them revamp their sales process, get their message in front of their customers, target the right audience, and grow their revenue exponentially. A lot of small and mid-sized businesses can't afford executive sales leadership full-time. So they struggle to hire someone like me to come in for 40 hours a week, but they can afford me for 5 hours or up to 20 hours per week, where I come in and totally revamp their sales engine and allow them to grow much faster and scale much faster so that they can see some traction on sales success much earlier in their evolution.
You know, we were talking earlier about ideas, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, that's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with that idea to do it on that level?
Yeah, so I just left the corporate world in January after 17 years of sales and sales leadership experience. And I actually talked to a good friend of mine who, she was asking me about my passion and what I like to do. And I said, I love to come in and build things. I describe myself as a builder, right? I love to come in, fix the problems, build it, and then leave. And she said, it sounds like you're a fractional executive. And I had really never heard of that term. And as I've kind of gone in the last 7 or so months and really explored, fractional leadership exists for sales and for marketing and financial officers, but it's this whole group of folks that have a tremendous amount of experience like myself that come in and support businesses in a fraction of their time. So that's where the term fractional comes in. So it's actually a good friend of mine, as we were kind of exploring what the next step of my career was, that she was like, you're a builder, you need to go build and do that for a lot of people. So that's what I'm doing. I think that we'll hear the term fractional leadership and fractional executives more over the next 2 years. The world has turned into kind of this gig economy, right? Where people are coming in and doing these jobs short term. But now we're starting to see an influx of executives like myself coming in and doing that on the executive level.
Wow, that is so cool, because you know, I know there's companies out there that do it, but you're right. They can't hire that full-time person, pay them benefits, give them an office and all that. So to do that, it's kind of like what it reminds me of is these buildings that people rent an office space, like, and they share it, right, with other people. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Totally. It's an awesome idea, because I'm sure you turn their world around and right side up.
Right, because a lot of these business owners are really good at their business. So they're really good at their product, their service, and they understand all of the mechanics. But as we discussed, a lot of those leaders or chief executive officers or founders don't come from a sales background.
Yes.
So they have the best product in the world, but they don't have the right messaging or the right sales process defined, or even hiring the right sales team. And there's a lot of types of salespeople. Who should we actually hire? And so that's where I come in and make small tweaks to make sure that they are successful much, much faster, instead of hobbling their way to success and spending a lot of money going down the wrong path. I can set them on the right path very quickly, and then I leave. And then they take that engine and they run with it after I'm gone.
I love that. So do you work with like specific products or services, or are you just open to whatever product and service needs help with?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fairly open, but my specialty, the last 10 years of my career has been in software and technology. So imagine anything that can get sold over a Zoom meeting is probably something that I can support. So if they're selling virtually, is probably something that I would support them with. So I'm very big into technology and software as a service. And so I kind of niche down into that space.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I have one question before we wrap up. If there's anything you wanted to be remembered for or by, what would that be?
Yeah, so my sense of adventure. I definitely want to have my grandchildren look through a scrapbook and see all of the places that I've been and traveled around the world, and say, Grandma was pretty awesome. You know, I don't want to go to the grave in one piece. I want to go scraped and bruised and hair a mess and, you know,
Oh, you're so
going
funny.
through life. So that's the way that I don't want to be stuck in one place. I want to travel the world and see all there is to offer. And that's what I want people to remember about me.
Are you getting there?
I am. My husband has actually traveled to more countries than me. He's at like 67 and I'm in, I think, 30s or so. But we try to be on an airplane as much as practically possible. We have 4 kids between us. So, yeah. So aside from children, we try to be on an airplane and exploring the great big world.
Well, children are an adventure too.
They are. It's a different adventure.
Yes.
Just as expensive.
Yes, yes. Where can they find you, Megan?
They can find me at ambinternational.org or LinkedIn, just Megan Bourdages.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
So you know where to find Megan at. And if you want to learn more as well, you can go to iwantabuzz.com. And that's it for this segment. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you at the next one. With Storehouse Media Group, we are an award-winning publisher, and we are everything books. We take an author who wants to write a book, whether it's with a concept and we help flesh it out and develop it, or we will write the book for them, or we edit the book, or we publish the book, and we can market it to bestseller. All of the above. We just everything books. That's what Storehouse Media Group is.